Part of becoming a really good arranger, you would have to come up with things that were different. And the songs were actually dictating what they really wanted to be. And all I had to do was wait for them to talk to me. As an arranger, I've had over 100 chart records on the Billboard Top 100. It's been my good fortune to have worked and played with some of the most successful artists of our time. Crafting some of the most iconic songs in our American culture. My name is Charles Calello, and these are the stories behind the hits. I wouldn't have had a career if it wasn't for Frankie Valli.
I knew that Charlie was incredibly talented as an arranger. I knew he did all the arrangements in the band that he was with, and he did a lot of modern vocal arrangements, and that's where I wanted to be in my life.
I was in Milwaukee with another band, and I was in the park, and I heard the song being played, and I said, that sounds like Frankie Valli. So when I got back to the hotel, I called him, and I said, is that you? And he says, yeah. He says, we got a hit record. He said, you got to come back. He says, we're getting ready to make a record, and we got to make some records together.
Charlie became our in-house arranger, so just about everything we recorded after that was arranged by Charlie.
I started to become busier and busier, started to get other clients. Al Gallagher was a very well-known publisher. He says, I want to introduce you to Shirley Ellis, and we want to do a session. We want to play the songs for you. So they play me The Name Game. And I'm listening to the song, saying to myself, oh my God, what is this? What am I going to do with this thing? And instead of having the bass play the normal bass line,
The Name Game.
The bass line would be boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom.
Shirley.
We recorded from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock, and we doubled the background voices. Then Shirley sang the leads. Took her 30 minutes. Then I get in my car, I'm driving home on a Jersey Turnpike, and bang, there's The Name Game on the radio. The same day. By the middle of 1963, the Four Seasons signed with Philips. When we made the records, there were really 6 of us that were there. It was Frankie, myself, Bob Crew, Gaudio, a main ingredient, and then Sandy Linzer and Denny Randall.
Frankie Valli loved a song I wrote called Marcy for my niece. And when my sister called, I said to her, if it wasn't Marcy, did you have another name picked out? Dawn. And I said, Dawn, is that a name?
Frankie was on his way to Crew's office, and I pulled my car up to the curb, and the song from Mondo Cane was playing, More. And he listened to the rhythm, he started to bang the rhythm. He says, we need to make a record with this rhythm. So we went upstairs and we listened to the songs. When I heard Dawn, all of a sudden it was gong, 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 gong. The figure came, then the layout came, the rhythm came, and once it got in my head, then it was easy to write out.
Frankie called me, and Frankie never announced who he was on the phone. I picked up the phone and I heard, hey, kid, did you hear Dawn yet? So I said, no. He said, call Charlie. I want you to hear it right away. And he played me Dawn from beginning to end. I just cried from beginning to end. I never forgot that. That was like the greatest. That was the height of it all. To hear that coming across those speakers with Frankie's voice, his arrangement was unbelievable on that record to this day.
Behind every hit song is a story waiting to be told. And so it goes.
What is the story behind Raindrop?
It's like a cover of a small part of a song from the 50s called An Angel Cried. And I went to go check to see who wrote it. I was curious, you know. And so it turns out, this is so crazy. Y'all are gonna think I'm lying, but my grandfather's best friend, who I grew up hanging out with in Boca, Charlie Calello wrote it with Bob Gaudio from the Four Seasons, and that is just really gave me goosebumps.
Not bad for a Jersey boy.